Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be telling about how do we transfer the data from one file to another file. Okay, so which is in one place to another place. Maybe a simple transfer or with some transformations you can do using tMap. Okay, so I'll just tell you how do we do that in Talend. Now, first step is a simple transfer I'm trying to do. Okay, so I have a file called customers data. Okay, let me open that file. Okay, so if you see here, I have a file, customers data file. Now I want to transfer this from one location to another location. So simple transfer. So what I am doing, I have a tFile input delimited. So we have a metadata for it. Okay, so you will be soon having a session on metadatas. How do I create a file metadata or DB metadata? So please stay tuned. Okay, right now I have created a customers data metadata, which I just click it and drag and drop. So I have taken the component tFile input delimited. You get it here. So the schema you can see. Okay, so the schema will automatically get created once you create the metadata. So here if you see, we have first, last, number, and street, city, and state. So we have six fields. Okay, so the data type also will be automatically created when you create a metadata. If you think the metadata which the Talend had given is not suiting for your file, you can change it. Okay, you can change it, not here because it is a repository place. You can change here, or you can, when you click the edit schema, it just gives to change to built-in. So when you change to built-in, you will be able to edit it. Okay, got it. Now, so here the file name and everything will be coming. Hmm? And the field separator. So what is the field separator? It's the comma. Okay, so the fields, that means each field is getting separated by a comma. Okay, and row separator is nothing but the next line. Okay, now this one I am trying to load it into a file, a text file, tFileOutputDelimited you use. Okay, so the location you need to give, where you want to give, and what is the name of it, what is the row separator, and what field separator you want. If it is a comma, if it is a pipeline, if it is a slash, if it is a dash, it's like your wish. Whatever you want, you can give. So in between the two fields, you will get that separator what you define it here. Okay, there are two options here. One is include header. So what does that mean is, this is the header, right? So in the out file, do you want the header? If you want the header, you need to click this, check this option. Okay, append is nothing but when the job runs multiple times. Append is nothing but if, for example, in the out file you have 10 lines. So append option, if you select, next time when it runs, the next after the 10th line, the data will get settled. So it will be keep on adding. Compress as a zip file is nothing but you compress it dot zip, the zip file you will be creating, right? So the norm, it's not a normal file, a zip file will be created. Currently I will just deactivate this sub job. Okay, these are called sub jobs. Okay, in a job we have different components connected separately, so we call them as sub jobs. Now I'm just trying to transfer the simple data transfer, okay, from one file to another. So in the advanced settings of the out thing, you have few options. So main thing you need to check is create directory if does not exist. For example, in the destination, do you think that particular file is not present or that directory is not present? So when you check this option, it will automatically create the Talend. When you run the job, it will automatically create. And if you think the file is already present and you don't want a rewrite to happen, so this comes when this option is not checked. If this is checked, that option will not be suitable for us. If you see here, that option is gone. So if it is not a append thing only, you will be able to click it. Okay, so currently I want to throw an error. I don't want any rewrite to happen, so I want Talend to throw a error if the file already exists. Okay, encoding is nothing but we have different types of encodings, like the project requirement will be UTF or ISO. Okay, there are two main things. Custom means you can give anything. Okay, so currently I'll just put UTF. By default, Talend will give you this. Okay, now if we just run the job from customers data, it is going to cust out file. Okay, so it is done. So where is the position we have given? It is in this folder. Okay, when you go here, see, we have this outcast data. If you see, same file without any transformations. 101 records, 101 records is transferred. Simple transfer from one location to another location. For example, I'll just deactivate this and I'll try to activate this one. Okay, now the same file, whatever I have used here is the same file which I'm using here, and I'm trying to load it into one more file. If you see this one, if you see this file, we have a column called state. So what transformation I am trying to do is, here I have connected it to tMap. If you see, I am trying to take this all the rows, all the same fields I wanted in the target, but I want only the fields which have the state code as CA. So this function is nothing but this row 2 dot state. I dragged and dropped it here. Equals ignores case means, if you see here in our file, we have few small CA, small letters and few capital letters. So I want all the CAs to be coming there. Okay, all the things. And I want in the state field, I want everything in the capital, I mean uppercase. I don't want a few small, few big. Okay, so that's why I did two transformations here. One is I want only the fields which are having CA as the state code, and the state code should be in uppercase. Rest all I have just dragged and dropped it here. Okay, if I just click run, here also the same options which I have taken on the top. If you see, I have given the location and the name as a CA underscore cus data. Okay, this is a CSV file. Previously I created a txt text file. This time I am creating a CSV file. Okay, comma separator. Now field separator is this one, and this, when you click sync columns, you will automatically get all those fields in this side. Okay, in the advanced settings also the same, create directory and throw an error if the file already exists. Okay, yeah, so we have 100 column, 100 rows in the customer data, but only 27 records are such which have the records having CA as the state code. Okay, so here if you see, okay, so let's see. So this is our source file which is having 101 records, but here if you see, all are CA and they are converted to the uppercase. If you see here, the first record, okay, the first record is Thomas. So the same Thomas, it is having CA as small, but here if you see, the CA is capital. So we have done that transformation here. Okay, got it. Now, first suppose I don't want the CA records. I want some other record. So what you can do is, here you can put a exclamatory mark. So what does this exclamatory mark do is, whenever a CA record comes, it is equal. So it is true. So true opposite will be false. So that record will not come. When any other record, like for example, you have AK. Okay, AK will be there. So when it comes, this is actually false, right? But false opposite is true. Okay, so now let's create one more file. Here let's put not CA. Okay, I'm just creating a file called not CA cus data, and I'm trying to run the job. Okay, so now we have 73 records which are not CA. Let's see in our target. See, when the file got created, if you see, okay, here if you see, we got rest other files like bill, right? Bill is having IL, so that you got all in the uppercase. Okay, this AL, this is I think for London. See, this London, it is having AL capital. Got it? So this is a simple way of like loading file data from one file to another file. It's on the file delimited types. I'll be making more videos on JSON and XML and positional files as well, which will be helpful in your projects. Okay, so because not many projects use only CSVs, they use many types of files. Okay, so this is for the beginners. I hope beginners like my video, try to learn many things. So I'll be uploading many videos. Okay, Thank you for the time, and I hope you liked my video. Please stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.